Tonight I'm making Italian meatballs. Alright, I'm going to start out with some Italian parsley, flat-leafed Italian parsley, which I'm going to dice up nicely. And I just crunch that into a little section right there, like so. And that looks good enough to me. I don't think I need a ton of that. Just put this in with my meat, like so. And the next thing I need to do is dice up, very finely chop, some garlic. Alright, a very finely minced 1 large clove of garlic. I'm just going to smash it a little bit too. Not that that's going to make much difference, but who knows. Alright, into my bowl, there's my garlic. Now also, for this I'm going to cut up a little bit of onion. And yeah, usually I leave the root on, but you know what? I'm feeling lucky today. So, just going to take like about a half. Okay, I didn't really need it all, that's why I kind of let the root go. Throw that out and put this in. I don't want it to be so much that it keeps my hamburger from forming correctly. Oh, and let me give you my ingredients list real quick. Into this bowl I have one pound of hamburger that I've already put in there, opened. And you saw chopped parsley, minced a large clove of garlic, a little less than half an onion. I'm putting in 1 egg and a ½ cup of breadcrumbs. And I made these breadcrumbs myself. I'll give you a link to the video. If it's not in an annotation, it'll be down below. Yeah, links to everything I've already done or I'm going to do with this or about this will be available down below in the... You may have to press see more. So I'm just going to get this started stirring up. Alright, and since I'm going to get my hands in this and I won't have my hands free, I'm going to go ahead and get my pan going with about 3-4 tablespoons of olive oil. And after that, my hands are going to be pretty much wrecked. So, not only will I do that, I'm going to move this over a little bit and get my pan here so it'll be in frame as well. I won't be able to turn the camera on and off as I do things, but that's fine. I'll just come back and edit these out. Let me make sure we're in frame. Pretty close. Okay, I'm just going to get this going with a wooden spoon real quick. Well, you know what? Sooner or later my hands are getting in this, so might as well be sooner. So I'm going to go ahead and just start mashing up my entire mix here. Just kind of incorporating everything together. Okay, we've got everything together. Just don't want to overwork the meat or anything, but just get it all together. And we're going to do like, let's say close to golf ball sized. And I'm going to start my heat with medium. That way they won't get too far along before I get them all made. So I'm going to just go ahead and get all my meatballs together and get them in the pan. I'll come right back. Alright, all my meatballs are in the pan. I got exactly 12 and a little tiny one. That's called chef's privilege. So I get to eat that one myself. Anyway, let me get cleaned up and let these start browning and I'll get right back to you. My meatballs are starting to brown a little bit on one side, but in order to just give them a little of a head start to start cooking through a little bit better, I'm just going to put the lid on there for a little while. Alright, and after a few turns my meatballs are getting pretty well browned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some sauce to this. Okay, so I've gotten rid of some of my oil. And now I'm just going to add some pasta sauce to this. Now I know I'm using a jarred sauce, but that's what I have on hand. I'm just going to put that in. And I'm going to add a little oregano here. Just because. And we're going to get this back up to temperature and just kind of blend it all together. Okay, I've added my sauce. I'm just going to put a lid on this and I'm going to let this simmer for about 10 or 15 minutes so that I can be sure that my meatballs are completely done all the way through. And I'll get back when that happens. Okay, with my meatballs all heated and they've simmered in the sauce for about, well, I want to say 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make a meatball sub. So to do that, I've taken a half a loaf of French bread and I've cut open a V shaped in the top, and I'm just going to dish in, let's see how many this will hold. Yeah, about 3. I'm going to dish in about 3, and I'm going to maybe pour a little bit more sauce over top of that. Don't want it too sloppy. And to that, I'm going to add some mozzarella cheese. And I'm using a parchment lined cookie sheet. And this just goes into my 400-degree oven, and not so much for time, I'm just looking for that cheese to melt. Okay, my meatball sub is out of the oven now. And what I've done is I went ahead and added some more cheese and sauce to it, because after first time I took it out it looked like it needed some. So I'm just going to put this top back on. That's optional, you may or may not want to do that. And I'm going to take a bite and see what we got. Mmm. It tastes as good as it smells. Alright, I'm going to enjoy this now, and anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you make this, and if you do, I hope it turns out well. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, and we'll catch you in another video. Bye.